dopamine detox. I'm sure you guys have heard of this process or this new challenge sort of about taking away your social media and taking away all instant gratification and seeing the impact that it has on your life. Well, I'm making this video today to explain to you guys my journey of 60 days of dopamine detox. The 60 days dopamine detox was truly a life-changing experience, and I cannot wait to explain to you guys what I did and the pros and cons and what my overall thoughts about dopamine detox are. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, and let's get right into it. Let me start off by explaining what dopamine detox is. Basically, dopamine detox is abstaining yourself from addictive technologies that produce dopamine in your brain. Basically saying, taking away these dopamine-causing products such as your phone, your TV, laptop, all these things, and refraining from them so that you get gratification from the more simple things in life. There really is no time limit as to how long you need to do dopamine detox for. I did mine for 60 days because the first 30 days that I did it, I really did enjoy, so I just decided to keep on going through with it. So without further ado, let's get right into the pros of dopamine detox. Alright, so the first thing I noticed with dopamine detox was how much more free time I had. When I was using social media, I was spending lots of time on it, and this prevented me from putting as much work into school or hanging out with my friends more. But once I was able to take away from the social media, I saw an increase in spending more time, like I said, in hanging with my friends, doing schoolwork, and other activities. Not only was I able to spend more time in these activities, but I was also able to improve myself in these categories. I saw my grades improve, and I also saw my relationships with my friends improve as well. Another pro that I have to say about dopamine detox is how much it increased my enjoy for the simple things in life. Examples of this are like going outside, taking a walk, or going outside on the deck and looking at the skies and the trees and just taking in all the nature stuff. Even doing simple things as like working out. I got much more gratification from working out during dopamine detox than I did before. Also, another pro of dopamine detox that I did go through was I lowered that feeling of less motivation. Like I was more motivated to get up and go do things and try new experiences. And before working out, I was like, it was always kind of 50-50. But now, once I've done dopamine detox, the feeling of wanting to work out has increased dramatically. However, dopamine detox was not always that great throughout the whole time though. One of the cons I do have to say was that me communicating with my friends via digitally did lessen. Like I was not able to talk to my friends as often as I did. It was more in person, so that my relationships lessened more digitally, but when I did see my friends in person, the experience was better and more enjoyable than as if I was to talk to them on social media. That may not be a con for you guys, is that I wasn't kept up with a lot of information. Because we use our devices so much, we use it as news, we use it to see what's happening in people's lives. And without having that social media, I wasn't as in tune when I was in real life talking to people. Like they'd be talking about certain trends and topics that were happening, and I wasn't really aware of that. So I couldn't state my opinion or anything about it because I didn't know anything about it. Finally, the last con that I did experience with dopamine detox, this was towards more the beginning of my dopamine detox journey, but it was the feeling of boredom. Because once I quit social media right away, the love for the simple things in life didn't happen just like that. It did take time to transition over to that. So those first couple of, the first week, maybe week and a half, I was still kind of relying on my digital entertainment instead of entertainment from outside and everything. So that was another con, but that wasn't that bad though. However, if I do have to say how dopamine detox did affect my life, I would say that it did impact my life in a very good way. Now, you guys don't have to do dopamine detox as much as I did it for that long because I was enjoying what I was doing. The reason I came back to it was I kind of gave into it. I wanted to be caught up with the trends again. So it was a mistake on my part. But you guys don't have to take it as extreme as I did. You could do it as little, I recommend as little as a week up to 30 days. That would be a good place, that'd be a good time frame to do your dopamine detox. I think of dopamine detox as a way to refresh and restart and lower and get those dopamine levels back to where they're supposed to be. Because when we are on our technology, our threshold for dopamine increases so much, so we need to keep watching and watching and watching to hit that dopamine level. But when we take a break from those and get dopamine in lower dosages, as such as going outside and everything, we don't need as much dopamine to hit those levels by spending like so much time on our electronics. Overall, dopamine detox was a great thing that did happen in my life, and I would recommend it to you guys that are sort of struggling with watching too much on your electronics. I do recommend taking a break if you don't have a business that relies entirely on electronics. I would recommend trying to do dopamine detox or a variation of it, because I do think that it did impact my life really well. I hope you guys did enjoy my video. Subscribe for more content like this. Please like the video as well if you can, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.